Ah!
Who, you know.
No, I don't.
Who's saying the line?
The line?
The line.
Welcome to Rookie Sessions! Wow, 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 wow. God, how long has it been? Too long.
3
Yeah. I think you need to match my energy.
Sorry!
Match it.
It is a bit much, though, isn't it?
What do you mean?
It's a bit much.
Don't know. I think this is the appropriate amount of energy needed for what is known as the best podcast in the world.
That's a bit of a stretch.
I've actually got the unofficial stats in front of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so number one in the UK, number one in England, hopefully. Number one in Slovakia is a strange one to have number one, but we're there as well somehow. And number one wherever you get your podcasts is what I'm reading at the moment, unofficially. What's your thoughts on that? What would you like to say to our Slovakian viewers?
I feel like there isn't any.
Not yet. I mean, there's tons. There's tons.
Well, we have a reasoning why we haven't been here, don't we?
We do. And
I do.
Oh, thought we could take the brunt of it together, but yeah, you go for it.
I moved recently. I've also been really busy. Well, one with the move and two with uni work. So I'm kind of mentally everywhere, but it's fine. But we're here. I have watched the races. So that's a start.
What was your favourite race?
Probably, I think like Saudi Arabia was like pretty good.
Yeah?
Bahrain was a bit boring.
I thought Bahrain, as some people might pronounce it, was like an entertaining race by itself, but not really one that you could sit down with your mate and go, oh, I really like this part and this bit, and when this guy did that. But I thought Jeddah's always going to be good. Saudi Arabia's always a good race, mostly because you just know there's going to be a safety car or a red flag. Which
and wasn't there like
there
a
wasn't
shutdown?
one, I don't think.
There was a safety car.
Was there?
Yeah.
So I was just testing you, you see.
Yeah.
And I assume you passed.
So we're gonna go over. Well, we're not gonna go. I don't have a lot of notes on Bahrain, so we can go on it a little bit. I've got three. I've got 3 notes.
Oh my god, tickle my bum. I've got 3 notes.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Wait,
god.
imagine they're the same notes.
Oh, that'd be so crazy.
Well, my first one is 5-second Norris penalty. Him going over the grid line.
Yeah.
Was that one of yours too?
No. I
Okay.
completely forgot that happened, but yeah, I remember it.
I forgot it happened. I watched the highlights and I was like, wait, hold on. That happened. Why did he do that? I mean, I guess you can't really see it. Can you see it?
You can't necessarily see. I think you can, but it's a tight one. But regardless if you can see it or not, he knows how to line up properly because of all the other races.
Yeah.
But from memory, I don't think it was his fault.
Okay.
So obviously it's been 3 weeks, coming up to 3 weeks, and my memory's already bad. But I think what happened was something about his car went into neutral to start the race to get the revs up. But he switched it in he switched it into first or the other way round, and that moved his car a little bit. And then Verstappen, who's got sniper rifles for eyes, saw it and then reported it. Like, saw the car move like an inch. And that was enough for it to go over the line. And received... Was it 5 seconds?
Yeah, it was 5 seconds, yeah.
Okay.
I think people were complaining that, of course, Verstappen saw it.
And,
like, of course he'd report it. Like, who wouldn't report it?
Yeah, you just... Rules are rules.
Yeah.
And of course it was Verstappen, because Verstappen was the only driver who could see it, because he's literally in the perfect position.
It could have been like even if Verstappen wasn't there, it would have been someone else.
Yeah.
So.
Unless your name's Piastri, I think Piastri would be the only person who wouldn't report it.
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
more for
maybe.
the team.
Yeah.
Speaking of Piastri, he
Another
won.
win.
He maybe I think McLaren have a number one driver.
I
I
was gonna
don't
literally
think it's
say that.
Norris.
I was gonna say like from the last two races, how are we seeing them having Oscar as a number one driver instead?
I,
Because people were thinking it was gonna be Lando, but now it seems like it's gonna be Oscar.
I don't think it's. I don't think they went Lando. You're a one driver. You're the number one. I think it's just more. It's gonna have to be Oscar because he's winning and Lando
Yeah.
is. I think the word is not.
What's happening to Lando?
He's probably a bit of pressure. It's like every time he.
Hmm.
It's like a meme that every time he feels a little bit of pressure, he bottles it.
Hmm.
But not my Pookie. My Pookie is still on top.
We're seeing a lot of Oscar wins, which is fine.
Fine, just fine. Fantastic.
Well, fantastic for you.
Don't know what he's talking
I'm a
about.
Leclerc fan.
Oh, so how's that going?
It's going great. Great. My other note, which is just a silly one, George Russell's graphic going over the place. I think that was
Yes.
quite silly, quite funny. It's just so funny just seeing 1 minute George is like in line with everyone else. Next minute he's in the ocean.
Yeah, yeah. It's like when your snap maps mess up and suddenly your mate's in like the middle of Antarctica.
Yeah, it was just like so funny. I'm like, and I remember talking to a friend and being like, did like being confused if like George like crashed and got getting scared about it. I'm like, but then it just turned out he was fine. It was just fine. He
Was
was
it
just
not like
this the graphic was had an issue.
it was the transponder inside the car that was
Yeah,
bugging? But they
yeah,
said when it started happening, Russell was on screen. So it looked like the time scores looked like Russell crashed, but yet he was still going round a corner perfectly fine.
yeah.
It's just weird. It wasn't the only technical difficulty at that race either,
Hmm.
because Red Bull's pit stops were oh my,
Oh
were not
yeah,
good. So their pit light that lets the drivers know that they can go off again just was not working. Just
hmm.
wouldn't flash green to let them say that they can go, which I believe that's not good.
Yeah. I feel like it's not very good. Just a hunch.
I just feel like if you're in an F1 car, I think the most important thing when you're driving is to be able to drive. And it's bad if you can't drive. Now, that is
Yeah,
some
that.
perfect analysis before you say something very negative and mean.
No, that pretty much sums it up. Yeah,
Thank you. Thank you.
good job.
Thanks, man.
Um, that's all my notes of Bahrain. I mean, you said you liked Bahrain.
Did I?
Did you?
I think it's more just because Oscar won.
Oh, okay. Well, you
Although,
love Saudi Arabia as well.
yeah, liked Saudi Arabia. Well, I always like Saudi. Also,
Mm.
just sorry, back to Bahrain. At one point, so there was technical difficulties everywhere. They had technical difficulties with the timing screens, which is why for a
Mm.
lot of it they just weren't showing the timings.
Yeah.
And I don't know about you, but that is the timings is what I'm mostly looking at during the race.
That wasn't just Bahrain though. They've been doing it for a couple of races where they just don't show timings anymore.
Yeah, they did it with the first one. I think they did it with Australia,
Because I
and
remember
that's
people
what they
complaining
probably.
about it a lot online, being like, "Why
Mm.
can't I see the timings? We need the timings." I guess they're trying to free up more space on the screen so you can see more, and they want to like I guess lessen the graphics so people can see more of like the actual race. But also the timings are very important. I guess like you kind of need them.
Yeah, it lets me know that there's a battle going to happen somewhere else on track when they're not showing it on the program, and I can go show me, show the program, show the battle, wah! And then I can cry from my sofa. But that was pretty much it with Jeddah. Oh, Michael Schumacher shows signs that he's still alive as he
Yeah.
signed Jackie Stewart's helmet. Well, his wife helped him sign the helmet, which I'm not going to make any jokes about because that's a sensitive topic.
Good on you.
Thank you. I feel like now
We
is the
love some
perfect time to
self-restraint.
sneak it in, but I'm just not. I'm not going to. I've
Okay.
matured.
We love some growth.
I think it was very. I think it was very special and very nice that he did that.
Yeah.
Especially because like Jackie Stewart, I believe, is the oldest current living world champion.
Hmm.
So, yeah. I mean, it was a very lovely thing. I think it's just some other things. Verstappen said in an interview that he believes that Red Bull are just no longer in the championship fight. We're at
Okay.
6 races in. Calm down.
Yeah.
6 or 7?
Ah, too many.
Lost count after 3. So.
Yeah.
And I think that's all I've got for Bahrain.
That's all I got for Bahrain too.
Oh, actually, sorry, I've just remembered something else that we spoke about at the start. Do you remember the whole Jack Doohan might lose his seat within 6 races?
Yeah.
So, according to Oliver Oakes, who's the TP, he won't be replaced before the summer break.
Okay.
So we're talking he's got another 6 races basically. So that's good.
He's got time.
Yeah.
Before he gets replaced.
Before Franco does better.
Do you feel bad? I feel like that's a lot of pressure to put on someone. Like, oh, if you don't do well in these 6 races, you're gonna get replaced. I feel that's a lot of pressure on someone.
Oh, 100%. But
like, I can't be helping him at all.
There's pressure no matter what you do.
Yeah.
And George Russell signed a 2-year contract extension with Mercedes.
Good on him. So he's doing well.
He's not. Well, yeah. He's not leaving. Well, we know where he is for 2026 now, which wasn't confirmed before.
Okay.
That is it.
Okay. Got it all off your chest.
Ah.
Okay. Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia.
I've got one more note than Bahrain. I've got 4.
Jeez. Okay, I should have a few.
Okay.
Oh, I have. Oh, I have a few.
My first one was at the beginning of the race. Verstappen got a penalty for going off track.
Yeah.
And like cutting the corner. In front of Oscar.
Is this about Liam as well?
Liam?
Because is this not about that Liam got a different penalty for the same thing?
Did he?
Yeah. So obviously, Max gained an advantage off track, overtook Piastri off track, got a 5-second penalty. Lawson did it to Doohan later on in the race, got a 10-second penalty. Now, I did a little bit of research into it of why Verstappen got 5, Lawson got 10, and it was because Verstappen did it at the start of the race at the first corner, whereas Lawson did it later on in the race with more corners. And because, I guess it's different, and your main priority within the first corner is to not ruin the car. Cough Yuki, cough Pierre. Ooh.
I remember, the start of the race, hearing them talk about how Yuki's got something to impress in this race. Yuki's going to impress in this race. Crashes. Thought that was quite...
I thought Pierre was going to do really well as well. And then out within, 4 corners.
Yeah.
Sick. If you weren't talking about the time penalties, what were you talking about?
I was just saying that he went off track to get an advantage, but I'm assuming he just got pushed off.
Well, I think what they were explaining in the broadcast was Piastri was ahead at the apex, therefore it's his corner.
Yeah.
So if Piastri wanted to go wide at that corner, that is just something Verstappen's just going to have to accept. So he could still come off track, but because the corner he went off track he went off at the exit. When Verstappen joins the track, he should still be behind Piastri. However, because it's the first lap, you're more reluctant to, because you're more at risk of letting everyone else pass because they're so close to Piastri.
Yeah.
Which is why I assume he just kept going. Which is why he got the penalty in the end. Well, that was that. Because I remember after the race, I was getting asked, why do they have different penalties? I haven't really got notes about the race, but no, that's a lie. There was a bit where Williams joined the radio onto Sainz and told Sainz to let Albon stay in the DRS, and I just thought that was very Singapore 2023. Sainz let Lando in his DRS, and that that let Sainz win because someone was going to overtake. I can't remember Singapore 2023, to be honest with you. I fell asleep during that race. Okay. But something like that. Something along those lines. Just to tell I'm very seasoned in the sport of F1. I know everything. Just on the top of my head.
What's this podcast called again?
Lewis and the friend.
The Friend?
The buddy? His
I'll take it.
pal.
I'll take it.
Good. I've got some other notes, but they're just a bit silly, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So, Martin Brundle said something quite controversial during qualifying because Doohan just finished his lap and Alonso was coming up behind him and Alonso was using Doohan as a tow to go faster on that straight, and Brundle made a joke that Doohan should have brake checked Alonso, which is when you just suddenly brake and we're like out of nowhere to catch the person behind you off guard, which most of the time leads to them going straight into your backside.
Oh.
Which could be, I don't know if you know this, you might not, I don't know. Very dangerous.
Yeah?
So that
Doesn't seem like the best thing to do.
he got a bit stuck on Twitter for that, which, good. Don't joke about brake checking people.
Yeah. Has anyone actually brake checked someone in a race?
The only memory I got is Verstappen Ricciardo at Baku. But I don't think that was a brake check necessarily. I think that was just the two of them coming together. Oh, sorry. This isn't funny. Although I did laugh. It's not funny. After the race, they were talking about, the commentary team were talking about, I can't remember, but it's something to do with horizontal. And then Lando starts walking up to Zach Brown, and then Crofty says, slightly not horizontal, Zach Brown. And I just found it really funny, and I probably shouldn't have, and he probably should not have mentioned it on the broadcast, but you surely you can't say that. Slightly not horizontal, Zach Brown. What was your thoughts on?
What does that even mean?
Because he's a bit chubby.
Oh.
Got a big belly. I don't know if you meant it in an offensive way. Probably not, because Crofty.
Maybe they're friends. Maybe they get on.
Maybe, hopefully. Well,
maybe it's
Crofty gets on with everyone.
Yeah, maybe it's just a joke that they have in private that he actually said out loud.
I hope it was genuine.
Okay.
That's so funny.
Okay.
Just out of nowhere, just so unneeded.
Yeah.
And then also after, so obviously your driver won. Your driver got third.
Yeah.
Which is like his only podium in the last, I don't know, 10 years probably.
Yeah, no.
What?
No.
You're crazy. Anyway, but his first podium in a while. Hasn't got a podium yet this year. And he was like, the cameraman was obsessed with him. I mean, understandable. I get he's an attractive guy, but fuck me. So
he is, dreamy.
The camera like he sees the camera looking at him. He gives it a little nod. He starts drinking this water.
Oh my god, yes!
Water. And then we just watch him drink water for a bit.
Yeah, and there was like back behind the scenes of him being so close to him, and because you would have thought, oh, they just zoomed in. No, he was like right in front of him. The camera was right in front of his face.
Yeah.
And just kept on seeing memes and TikToks about him, like, what the fuck?
I get he's got a nice face, but Christ.
Leave the man alone. He doesn't need this. He just chill.
Yeah, that's all I've got for Jeddarino.
My other notes was Leclerc led the race for a bit. Let's fucking go.
That did happen.
That's my small victory in life. My small victory so far. Leclerc led the race a bit. I'm so happy. Great. And Oscar now leads the driver championship, no?
Yeah.
He does.
By 10 points.
Yeah.
Have that, Lando.
So maybe we get a Oscar drivers this year? Maybe?
Hopefully.
We'll see.
I think it'd be really funny if he got it before Lando.
The only thing I see about it is that people might just now take the piss out of Lando now, but they always take a piss out of him. But I feel like people are like overly harsh about him. Like I keep on seeing online being like, if Lando's humble, he gets criticized. If he's not humble, he's criticized. Like, he just seems like he's very criticized as a person.
Hmm.
Like, no matter what he does, he's just criticized. Like, if he's like congratulating Oscar, he gets criticized for it. And I'm like, he's just trying to do his best.
Yeah.
Like I just don't get why people are so like on him all the time. He's just one guy.
Well, we got something to talk about coming into the future.
Hmm.
So, Formula Hamilton seems really dedicated to trying to improve the Ferrari. Apparently, he has cancelled some personal commitments to help
Oh.
Ferrari work on the car. So it seems like Hamilton's just desperate to win at this point, which is fair enough.
Yeah.
The most successful driver at the most successful team, and brother hasn't even gotten a win yet. I'd be desperate too. F1 confirmed that they will not be returning to V10 engines in 2026, which was like a big talking point because everyone kind of just likes the sound more of the V10 engine. I believe they currently use a V8, something like that, which doesn't sound the best. But there's that. What's your thoughts on that? Engine noises, please tell me.
Rum.
Good. That's I agree. There's a chance Helmut Marko might leave Red Bull at the end of this year. Which,
Oh no.
what a shame.
Oh god.
God, so sad.
I'm gonna miss. I don't even know what he looks like.
Like a testicle.
Okay. Cute. Not cute.
I mean, whatever you say.
Right. Okay.
But this is coming from a former F1 manager and an engineer. Oh, sorry, this is coming from a former F1 manager and engineer. So he's quite high up in the sport. And he said that he wants to replace one of the Red Bull. I think he wanted to replace Yuki with Sebastian Vettel, who hasn't been in the sport since 2021, I think.
Huh.
No, 2020. So he retired somewhat recently. God,
He retired at some point.
He has retired. Speaking
He
of
has said
retirement,
bye-bye.
Fernando Alonso said he doesn't. He definitely wants to race this year. Definitely wants to race next year. Doesn't know about 2027.
Oh.
He said he doesn't want to be racing by the time he's 50, and he is currently 48.
Ah.
So
I can't lie, I thought he was older.
Really?
Kind of.
Mad. Okay. Mercedes are expected to have the best engine in 2026, and if they carry on with the way that they're going now, they look very strong.
Yeah.
Probably one of the bigger ones is Sergio Perez is apparently now in advanced talks with Cadillac to be one of their drivers. So, potential return for Perez if you're a fan of his, which I think we've given our opinion on him before on this podcast. Yeah, and Marco Andretti, who's the company that Cadillac and General Motors work with, have already given their backing to Checo. So it does look very likely that it will be him. And probably the biggest news story to come out this week was that Kimi Antonelli is featuring. It's got a documentary coming out about him.
Yeah, a WhatsApp YouTube documentary or some shit.
Nowhere near.
No, but like it was like the only reason people found out was because it was advertised on like WhatsApp thingy.
Yeah, and it's something to do with WhatsApp, but it'll be on Netflix.
Yeah.
And it's meant to tells the story of the bold decision to promote Kimi Antonelli to Formula One, which makes him the third youngest rookie in the sport. Which I like the idea of, because the whole move of Hamilton to Ferrari was that, like, everyone just focused on that and not who would replace Hamilton. So I think it'll be interesting to get another perspective.
Yeah.
And see how hard Toto Wolff really wanted him. Because he's been talking about Andretti for ages. So that'd be interesting. But
when does it come out?
That is a great question. You asked really good questions.
Thank you.
Today, May 5th, which
Oh
isn't
shit,
today.
that's not today. May 5th is
the,
not fucking today.
but the trailer will drop today, sorry.
Okay, cool. Also on documentary news, F1 Academy is also getting a documentary, a Netflix documentary,
Yes.
which I'm hoping to watch with a certain someone.
Right. Why did you not name me by name?
Not you. Just not you.
What do you mean?
We could watch it, but it
No,
has to
no,
be the
no,
other one
no,
too.
no, nope. You said could. I'm clearly not wanted.
Okay, you'll be fine. So that's pretty exciting. I'm excited to see more of F1 Academy, and if they're doing like a sort of Drive to Survive thing, it might be good to like how I dip my toes into it.
Sorry, one more time.
Dip my toes into it.
Okay, cool.
Don't, don't make that weird.
I'm
That's a
not.
very normal saying.
Yeah, I agree.
So why do you let me? Why do you tell me to repeat it?
I didn't like the way you emphasised toes. You said dip my toes into it. Why'd you say it like that?
I think you're making it sound like that.
No, man. I'm not the one that thinks about toes.
Anyway,
Anyway.
um, so next race this weekend, Miami.
What's your favourite part about Miami?
Is there any good part of Miami?
Oh, there's a great
There's
part
that
of Miami.
there's that one song. Did Miami? That's pretty cool.
Sorry, how's it go again?
Something Miami.
Right. Okay. Sorry. And moving swiftly past that, I'm sorry, Will Smith, that you had to hear that. Um, Speaking of
Wait.
that song is the only good thing about Miami, in my opinion. The race. That and Logan Sargent. Do you think Logan
Okay.
Sargent will be there?
No.
Oh. Oh. I don't want
I
to
feel like
watch
he's
it.
like, oh, okay.
But yeah, I said this on like a TikTok comment. I think the best part of the Miami Grand Prix are all the edits to Will Smith's song
I'm already seeing some.
and an equivalent. And just so I don't end up repeating myself later, the best part of the Monaco Grand Prix is not the race. Of course, it's not the race. It's the edits to ABBA,
Yeah.
and that is the only reason I'm into the sport. Actually, I only watch F1 for the edits. Nothing
No,
else
that's
matters to
fair.
me.
No, that's fair.
I don't
The
even
edits are
like Oscar
good.
Piastri. I just like the edits. Actually, or the truth comes out now.
Oh god, oh god. Fake fan, fake fan.
I only watch it because the drivers are fit. That's the only thing I do. Obviously, I don't know any of the world champions except Verstappen. What's your thoughts on that?
Huh?
Don't go quiet on me like that.
Sorry.
Don't do that to me.
I'm sorry.
So that's Miami.
I mean, what are you? I mean, aside from the edits, what are you hoping
Nothing
for from
else.
Miami? Okay.
um,
Another Oscar win?
Hopefully, I'm hoping for a Will Smith appearance.
Maybe.
It generally has gotten to the point where at every F1 event, genuinely the only bit I look forward to all weekend is Martin Brundle's pit talk, like pit walk. Which I think is probably the saddest thing I could have said out loud. But I just like seeing the other people on the grid. The grid is grid walk, not pit walk, and just he wants to interview the unicorn. There's something so funny about a very awkward 80-year-old, 60-year-old man interviewing people. Love it.
I need to start watching it, I think.
So I've now started predicting who's on the grid walk.
Okay.
So Will Smith. Yeah, I want this written down, by the way, and if I get any of these right, I want compensation. So
Okay.
Will Smith, that big fuck off basketball, Shaquille O'Neal, then Logan Sargent. If I don't see Logan Sargent, I will be upset. And one more, Ryan Reynolds. I'm sure
Why not?
I'm sure he's not under any controversial moments at the moment, so I think that'd be
No.
fine.
Yeah.
And Hugh Jackman and DJ
Oh.
Sechi.
Oh, good. Yeah, I'll be there. Totally. I won't definitely be away.
You sure about that one, Chief?
Mhm.
Whatever you say, pal. What race is
Um,
after Miami?
no clue.
Fake fan, fake fan.
Ah,
Oh, Imola. That's a. Two boring races in a row.
wait, what?
So after Miami, it goes Imola, and then it goes Monaco.
Oh, love Monaco.
What a fun, exciting 2 weekends. And my maths might be wrong here, but after Miami, we could be looking at a triple header. Oh my god! Quadruple header? Oh my god, quadruple header. No, triple header.
It's
No,
okay.
yeah, triple. Yeah, I can't count.
Yeah,
We're getting
good job.
some races.
There will be some racing in the next however weeks.
At some point.
Yeah. Is there anything else you wish to talk about?
Not that I can think of, to be honest.
Okay. Not that I can't think of anything else either.
I think Miami will be good.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to have Lando back at the track he got his first win, which I think would be nice. Hoping for either one of the McLaren boys to win it, obviously, or a Williams podium would really make me happy. But other than that, don't know. I hope Williams just do well. I just want them to. Apparently,
Yeah.
they are the first team to have 100% focus of the 2026 car. So hopefully we see some good things for 2026. Hopefully,
Fingers crossed. We'll see. We'll see.
Albon wins. Hopefully. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it from me this week.
That's it from me too.
Hopefully we see each other next time in 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
I wanna do this every 3 weeks because I just can't handle having you weekly.
What the fuck?
What?
No.
No, you're great.
We're
I'm kidding.
You're so mean to me. Anyway.
We just not okay. Well, I'll graze over what you are like to me off podcast. That's fine.
I don't know what you're on about. I'm an
Okay.
angel. Actual
Right.
angel.
Yeah, angel that's fallen.
Actual angel.
Yeah,
Actually,
yeah,
like I'm
right.
actually like a blessing to your life.
Yep. Curse.
Genuinely.
Lucifer.
I am a blessing
To who?
to you.
And on that note, before I snap, that has been the research. Don't do that to me. That has been the Rookie Sessions podcast. Thank you for watching and listening and watching again. If you didn't enjoy this one, subscribe and all that. Watch the previous ones, and we will try and upload a bit more consistently over the next few weeks. And that's it from your boy. What about the other boy?
Your boy. Peace. I don't fucking know. Your voice is the voice. Yeah.
Nailed it. God, you're so smooth.
I stumbled. I got nervous.
No one's gonna notice. Try again. Try again.
What did you say?
Nothing. Nothing. Go on. Go on. Do your thing.
Bye.
Nailed it. Thank you all for watching. We'll hopefully see you next week.